Not every great animated series is as popular as Rick and Morty. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 animated shows you should be watching. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at currently running animated series that, despite their high quality, don't get as much recognition or attention as their peers, but are certainly worth checking out. Number 10. Big Mouth. Big Mouth is unique, to put it lightly. This Netflix original, starring Nick Kroll and John Mulaney, follows a group of tweens in the throes of puberty.
Sorry you got your period?
Don't be sorry. It's not a disease. It's totally normal. And I know nobody talks about it, but everyone gets their period, and now I got mine in white shorts.
The uncomfortable and arguably graphic subject matter likely turns some people off of the show, but the imagery and content go hand in hand with the universal themes of adolescent sexuality. Its sharp and bold writing is perfectly executed by a phenomenal voice cast, most notably Maya Rudolph as the hormone monstress and Jason Mantzoukas as Jay. With surprises and shocks in every episode, it's a dark bit of comedic fun with a lot of talent behind it.
I'm gay. He's absolutely undeniably gay.
Number 9. Animals. Normally, HBO series receive a ton of attention and awards, but somehow this bizarre show has managed to slip under the radar. Each episode consists of a handful of vignettes of animals living in and around New York City as they deal with, well, animal problems.
Is it your ball? Is that
Ding,
it?
ding, 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 ding,
Okay.
ding.
Most of the series features improvised dialogue around a planned plot, in a similar format to another HBO series, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I thought we were going to stay in dialogue on that.
I would have stayed in dialogue had you called me to dialogue.
If you haven't been sold on the show yet, take a quick look at the enormous and impressive cast of guest stars and wonder how you've never heard of this hidden gem.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd say that.
Number 8. OK Let's Be Heroes. Set in the near future, this charming series follows a boy named KO, who wants to become the world's greatest hero.
Being reliable is part of being a great hero.
His world is fleshed out by a colorful cast of characters including Rad, a lazy alien, and Enid, a sisterly but sometimes apathetic coworker.
So, yeah, it was basically all me.
Hey, don't take credit for my heroics!
The fun is in huge supply here, telling hilarious stories with resonant themes of friendship and what it really means to be a hero. It follows in the footsteps of its Cartoon Network predecessors Adventure Time and Steven Universe, but fleshes out its own unique voice, which will undoubtedly continue to grow in future seasons.
Why would you show us this?
Aren't I just terrible?
Number 7. The Venture Brothers. As far as Adult Swim shows go, it seems like Rick and Morty gets all the attention.
Sorry, Summer, your opinion means very little to me.
However, this is another animated sci-fi series that's been around for over a decade.
Whoa! Don't you talk about my father!
Equal parts parody of and homage to Johnny Quest, it follows the misadventures of titular twins Hank and Dean, as well as their psychotic mad scientist father, Dr. Thaddeus Venture.
The last time you got a hold of some dark chocolate, you were up 2 nights straight destroying my walls to build a Murphy bed.
Murphy beds. You still haven't found all of them. I'm that good.
They're all just as eccentric as you'd want them to be, with a dark chemistry that gives the show a unique vibe, which, as ridiculous as it can be sometimes, always packs a punch and has something to say. Number 6. Tangled the series. Disney's reimagining of Rapunzel was the animated hit of 2010, and though it never got a proper sequel, the story continued on Disney Channel. Mandy Moore and Zachary Levi reprised their roles as Rapunzel and Eugene respectively, following the two as they adjust to their new lives after the film's ending.
It's the perfect way for me to prove to him I'm more than just some nitwit thief.
By stealing something?
No. By stealing something well.
The series manages to pack just as much heart in every 22-minute episode as the Oscar-nominated movie did. Movies spinning off into television can get pretty hairy, but Tangled managed to do just that, but in the best way.
What the hell?
Number 5. DuckTales. Many eyebrows were raised when 30 years after the classic original series debuted, news broke that Disney would be bringing back Scrooge and his troublesome nephews.
You used to be a big deal! Whatever happened to you?
However, these critics would be satisfied by a reboot that may look different, but retained the fun spirit of its predecessor. It was a risk to recast these iconic characters, but David Tennant, Ben Schwartz, Bobby Moynihan, and Danny Pudi more than proved their worth. The adventures are just as thrilling, and the characters are just as quirky as the first time around. And we hope to be diving into piles of gold coins for years to come. Number 4. Neo Yokio.
Sir, we really should get going.
I told you to clear my schedule. I'm grieving the death of a relationship.
Netflix has no shortage of great anime series, but this original American-Japanese program has gone mostly unheard of since its 2017 debut. Created by, of all people, Ezra Koenig of Vampire Weekend fame, it follows upper-class magician Kaz Khan, as he struggles to keep up his extravagant lifestyle while also slaying demons and other creatures in his spare time.
Coco Chanel, may her memory be blessed!
With an impressive cast that includes Jude Law and Susan Sarandon, as well as a lush fantastical world, there's something for everyone to enjoy in the greatest city in the world, Neo Yokio. Number 3. The Amazing World of Gumball. Unlike most other series on television, Gumball manages to consistently surprise by entirely changing its animation style at any given moment.
And it looks like I didn't stop at women.
Gumball is a precocious 12-year-old cat who never fails to get in trouble with his adoptive brother, a sensitive goldfish named Darwin.
So, how do you feel, Darwin?
Pretty responsible. And you?
I feel like a new man. A responsible man.
While most shows would have trouble maintaining a consistent world with all the visual changes, the city of Elmore always feels complete and fully realized, no matter how it or its inhabitants look. Cartoon Network has long been host to some of the best animated series, and Gumball is proof that there are many more amazing worlds left to explore.
Wait, I got a better idea. Too late.
Number 2. Milo Murphys Law.
Wanna dance?
I'd love to, but I'm playing accordion right now. Maybe later?
Weird Al leads this Disney XD series from the people who brought us Phineas and Ferb. Milo is the descendant of the namesake of Murphy's Law, which states that anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Naturally, this leads extreme misfortune to befall him at every turn, but his positive attitude always helps him overcome it. It's just as delightful as its older brother series, and even exists in the same universe.
We need your help.
Wait, you're not the pizza delivery guy.
Milo manages to maintain a similar spirit to Phineas and Ferb while also forging its own identity. For anyone who misses the zany stepbrothers, but also for anyone looking for something fresh, Milo can definitely help you out.
It's a good thing we stopped before you ran into this railcar diner.
Milo, you're like whatever the opposite of a rabbit's foot is.
Number 1. The Loud House. Whether you grew up in a large family or not, there's a lot to love about the Loud House. Lincoln Loud is the only male in a family with 11 children, and each one has enough quirks and charm to lead their own series.
Lincoln, why didn't you tell us you had a girlfriend? She sounds so pretty. What is happening?
Every episode will keep both kids and adults entertained, and it never fails to warm even the coldest heart. The show is able to forge lovely messages about family out of the chaos of this enormous one.
All we have to do now is divide up Dad's leftovers and put them in our zones.
In addition to the lovable storylines and characters, it always strives to be inclusive, including fleshed out female characters, queer characters, and characters of color. And that's something we should all be on board for.
See you later, Sam. Okay, see ya.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.